Guilty again. Amanda Knox may have stayed in America, describing herself as too scared to attend the retrial, but she is not hiding. On US television this morning, she described her reaction to the court's decision.
My first reaction was, no, this is wrong, and I'm going to do everything I can to prove that it is. This really has hit me like a train. I did not expect this to happen. I really expected so much better from the Italian justice system. They found me innocent before. How can they say that it's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt?
She also described a letter she's written to Meredith Kercher's family.
I just want them to know that I really understand that this is incredibly difficult, that they have also been on this never-ending thing, and that when the case has been messed up so much, like, a verdict is no longer consolation for them.
But the Kerchers, who were in court in Florence to hear the verdict late last night, have no plans to read the letter.
I've been told that there is a letter. I haven't physically seen it, but I was told about it and asked if I would read it, and my response was simply that at this point in time I don't know. I would say no, because I don't have a need to read it at the moment.
Amanda Knox's former boyfriend and co-accused, Raffaele Sollecito, was in court but left before the verdict. He was detained near the Italian border today, seen here in the blue jacket and brown hat. He wasn't arrested, but his passport was seized. As dramatic as this court's decision here in Florence is, it's still not the end of the matter. Lawyers for Amanda Knox and Raffaele Sollecito say they'll now go to Italy's Supreme Court to try to get the convictions overturned again. Any extradition attempt can only begin once last night's verdict is approved by the higher court, and Amanda Knox is vowing to fight.
I will never go willingly back to the place where I'm going to fight this until the very end, and it's not right, and it's not fair, and I'm going to do everything I can.
For Meredith's family, there is still no end to this story, no complete picture yet of what happened that night. Peter Lane, Channel 5 News, Florence.
Well, a short time ago, I spoke to the lawyer Lisa Bloom in Los Angeles and asked her whether Amanda Knox could now be extradited to Italy.
Well, I would expect her to make the argument that the United States double jeopardy clause prevents her extradition. And what that says is that here in the United States, we have a fundamental constitutional right not to ever be tried again once we're acquitted in a court of law. Now, her trial took place in Italy, and I would expect Italy to say, well, that's fine for the United States, but our laws are different, and we have the right to proceed the way that we choose. Generally, Americans are not going to be extradited if it's not going to be a fair trial, or if a fair trial did not occur in the other country. But this gets very complicated and into the area of diplomacy, because the United States seeks more extraditions of other citizens than any other country in the world. If we don't extradite Amanda Knox, perhaps Italy would retaliate and not extradite people that we seek to have brought into the U.S. for trial.
Lawyer Lisa Bloom speaking to me a little earlier on. Well, in the last few moments, an interview with Raffaele Sollecito has been aired on NBC's Today Show website. Here's what he had to say.
I didn't expect it. And the first thing that came into my mind was to wait for the reasons of this verdict. I don't want to comment anything about that. It was completely unexpected, at least by me.